we built, like me, Fahim, and Bliss built the site for Pharo. Let me go to Mac. And NFTs that we put on the Polygon blockchain, that way it would be cheap for people to mint it. But the whole point of them is to be like preferred stock for the Pharo DAO. And what they'll do is each holder will get dividends from all of the market share profits of all the Pharo markets that are deployed. So essentially, 1% is what each holder will get. So what that means in terms of how much that 1% is in like cash money, we're talking 2,000 a week per 10 million locked in the system per NFT. If that makes any sense. I'm still working on how to talk about that.
What is the price for each NFT?
What's that?
The price. How much?
0.04. 0.04.
Okay.
I built it on with scaffold ETH, of course.
Yeah.
Let's see. It must have left. Yes, there is. Interesting. I'm having the best luck today. I just minted one, not but 30 minutes ago. Anyway, I was going to mint one for you guys, but this essentially, this is the collection. Make it a little bigger. And then, like, based on the rarities, like you can see there's like a couple super rares in here. I think Austin got 2 in a row back to back. Yep, those 2 green ones. But there's 3 levels of dividends that you'll end up receiving from Pharo DAO. So it'll be pretty cool to see how this all, works out, because it's all about when getting in early and supporting it early. And I believe in that, to give back. It's kind of like a retro in a way, but it's not a public good. It is a private thing, but it could turn into a public good because of what it's being used for. It's essentially building a risk marketplace that's decentralized as it can be, where people can buy and sell risk as they see fit. And risk meaning like insurance on anything you can think of. And that's the whole point of Pharo. And we want the people to own it eventually. I don't want to be in charge of all this crap. It's too much. So yeah, we need community help and feedback and support and participation. So yeah, part of the NFT is to raise money so we can actually hire a couple people. We want to launch our first couple markets in ETH Denver. So things are moving along. Yeah, that's thank you guys.
Hey, would you mind talking about the risk market there that you were just talking about? Like, can you go into depth like a little bit more about that? Because I feel like I understand it, but then I feel like I don't.
Okay, so it all comes down to a question that you're going to have to ask yourself. Like, let's take SHIB token, for instance. SHIB token fluctuates whatever percentages, but we want to create a Pharo that is how many days until SHIB token drops 15%. Then you can buy cover based on that question. So the liquidity provider on the other side is going to say, well, I don't think it's going to drop in that amount of time. I'll buy that risk and get paid the premium. So it's kind of like it's a two-sided marketplace in a way where you have all these cover buyers that put out their stake and their premiums that they want to buy cover for, and then you have the liquidity provider side of it, where they kind of go, it's like a matchmaking service that we have an algorithm that matches up the cover buyers and the liquidity providers that want to buy the risk and the people that are selling the risk. Risk being, I think SHIB is going to drop in 20 days, 15%, and I want to hedge my position. Or you could say a hurricane is going to hit Florida in the next 3 months. Or you could use wind speed. Like a lot of things you could use Chainlink for and bring this data right on chain. There's no claims, so the payouts are all automatic using keepers. And that's what we just built out. We did that's why I say SHIB, because that's the demo we did for the Chainlink hackathon, was demoed the fact that you could buy cover on price fluctuations and have your payout be automatic if that trigger is triggered.
Nice. That's always fascinating stuff to me.
Yeah, and me and my co-founder, we make it more complicated than it needs to be sometimes, and we have to like back up out of the rabbit holes we take ourselves down with all this stuff, because it gets pretty overwhelming, just the DeFi 2.0 scene that's coming out. It's pretty crazy just to stay up to date.